Darkcast Network. Indie pods with a dark side.
Welcome back to Castles and Cryptids, where the castles are haunted and the cryptids are cryptic as fuck. I'm Alana.
And I'm Kelsey.
And we are your hosts. We know what we're doing.
Maybe.
Yep.
How many times have we done this? 212?
Classic. Of the regular ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
It's okay. We're okay. We recorded last night
We
for
did.
Patreon. Now we're recording tonight for this.
I know, we're not ones that usually do a back-to-back. We can't usually bang out a couple recordings per session because we just talk too much. And then we're like, oh, wait.
Yeah, not unless we're only doing one of our segments, then it's okay. But these are full-length episodes, so...
I feel like, we'd have to be something where it's we do it for the day, where we're like, this is Saturday, and we start now. And you're like, you come over, and yeah. It's too much. Oh my God. But we're back.
Yeah.
So this, we did our Patreon one, so we'll make sure to plug that. Yes, disappearances, which was interesting and fun, but now we're going to more folklore. So
yeah,
shit. I was just thinking about our other cases.
Our two polarizing sides of the podcast are true crime and then paranormal and folklore, all the in between.
Yeah. So it's all right, time for something different. And now for something completely different, as they say on Monty Python. It's good though. It's good to switch it up. That's for sure. So
yeah,
this was it was a lot more to dig into. Where I was just I guess sometimes we try to base it off what calendar day it comes out on, and maybe if it's Friday the 13th or whatever, you can kind of theme it around that. But this time we're ooh, it's around the 1st of May. It's May Day. It's all of these names. It's got all these traditions. So it should be fun.
This is... it ties into yours because you said you were kind of doing May Day and that kind of stuff, and mine is a variant of that's kind of its own thing but does have similar ways of celebrating it, but it has it's its own thing in a number of countries. So I have some information about that and some fun little quirky local things that different places do that kind of makes a few of them unique, which was fun.
I love that.
I like learning about different places holidays and traditions and that kind of stuff. I think it's really fun.
They usually go back so much further than where we're in North America we have Thanksgiving because we wanted to sell pumpkin pie and turkey and stuff. So we were remember that thing that happened? Yeah. It's much more rooted in tradition, I think.
I'm sure if you look up any of these specific countries that there's a lot more you could get into, but this will be kind of a little bit of overview and touching on a number of them instead of deep dives on each of them, which I'm sure you could do, going back into the history of each of the places and everything. So
that's how my notes kind of went too, where I'm oh yeah, it does have all these different names and stuff. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah, and it's what do you include, what do you not? It can be hard to figure out sometimes, but This is what's known as Walpurgis, uh,
Okay.
Walpurgisnight or Walpurgisnacht. Uh,
Oh, I love it when it ends with a
there's
not or knocked or
Nacht.
however the Germans
Yeah,
hit it.
Nacht.
Yeah, like the
Yeah, gotta get that. I will
sound like
Nacht.
you're about to hawk to a yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, so it's also called Walpurgisnacht,
Okay.
Saints Walpurgis, or Walpurgas, or Walburgis
Oh my
not
gosh.
night. There's also a bunch of variations that end with eve or day. Like, there's just a lot. I
Oh.
think the Wikipedia page had like 15 different ones that were like Walpurgis, night, eve, day, noct, and then all
Oh,
the
same. I
like,
feel like there was 15
yeah,
different spellings of Beltane as well. I
yeah.
was like, oh my god.
I was like, God damn, I can't. So I was like, okay, there's like Walpurgis, Walpurga, Walburgis, and then
Oh
there's
my
like
god.
night, eve, day, noct, noct night, noct eve, noct day of like each of those three ones. So I was like, okay, I think I covered it all.
Midsummer's
Yeah,
evening. Yeah.
noct. Uh, but it does have a couple other names in different places, like in Finland, it's called Vapu, and then
Oh,
Valborg in Sweden, and
okay.
Vapen in Finland Swedish. So there's like, even
Oh,
within its own country, it has different names.
damn.
And it's also known as the burning of the witches. So that one's just like
Oof.
totally different. Yeah.
That's easy to remember. But why? Why are we burning the witches?
We'll get into it. I mean, it does
Oh,
have like, yeah, there's like where it kind of originated, and then how it kind of evolved, which there's more you can get into. I would kind of have like a brief thing.
yeah, because like
Uh,
cultures kind of come together and get taken over and then split off. And
yeah, and each
I
of the
heard of,
countries kind of
yeah.
had its own thing, so it was hard to do like an overview specifically about like how it came to be in each of the countries, because that would be just too much.
Yeah, I feel like I came across the Valborg name in relation to, oh, this is what it's called in the sort of Germanic or some of the Scandinavian
Yeah.
cultures. And I was like, oh,
Uh-huh.
okay, cool. Yeah.
So it's held every year starting on the eve or the night of April 30th, and it can run sometimes all the way through until the morning of May 1st, and then
Hmm.
depending on the place, sometimes it starts on May 1st. Kind of depends how the place celebrates. Uh, but most
Or if it's
things
a
start
Friday.
on
No, which it will
May.
when this comes out. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but most of the places it starts the celebrations on April 30th. And
Okay.
originally, it was the night before the feast day of Saint Valpurga, um,
Uh-huh.
and it commemorates her canonization and the move of her relics to Germany, which
Oh,
happened on May
her.
1st,
Oh.
870.
A she saint.
Uh,
Okay. Nice.
yes, and I have a bit of history about her.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
she'd be
like the history.
Satan all over the place.
Damn it. There's a saint for everything. I think there's a patron saint of
Yeah.
thieves, which is just kind of funny to me.
So Valpurgis Night is suggested to be linked to other,
Excuse me.
like the older holiday May Day festivals, which
Okay.
originate in Northern Europe. And it also kind of ties in that like a lot of bonfires being lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of bonfires, almost always that's involved. And the eve of this religious celebration later became linked to witches in German folklore, who in German folklore are believed to gather on that same night in, I think it's either like Brocken Mountain, which is the tallest peak in the Harz Mountains in northern Germany.
Brockenbach Mountain.
And
Gotcha.
yeah, almost.
I'm so sorry.
And the witches are said to gather there on this night, and they conduct rituals, engage in congress with the devil.
Oh, sexy
Yeah.
Congress.
Yeah, I'm sure they're naked and they're dancing around a bonfire. And
They're riding those brooms. That's what they say. They'd be putting the oil on them and then just, I don't know. Oh my gosh.
But it's celebrated in many places around the world and is observed by the Catholic and Lutheran Church, as well as Anglican Communion.
Oh, okay. They adopted it, did they?
Yeah, kind of like adopted, and it's evolved in different places.
Yeah, much like lots of pagan holidays. It's ours now. You can't have it like you had it. We make it Christian.
Most celebrations are centered around these bonfires and dancing, while some places it may include a mass or like a service that happens. And then there's also a like kind of pilgrimage that happens that's participated in by like thousands of people every year, and it goes to the Church of Saint Walpurgis in Eichstätt. It's like I shit,
Nice.
but it's got an extra T. Eichstätt.
Nice. Nailed it.
Yeah. And this is where the remains of Saint Walpurgis are preserved. So,
what did she do?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into it. Like I said, there's a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Walpurga, she was an Anglo-Saxon missionary of a Frankish empire, and she lived in the 8th century, and she was born in Devon, England, and their family was like noble and kind of like held in a high regard. She was the daughter of Richard the Pilgrim and Vuna of Essex. So
good old Una.
And her parents were revered saints themselves, so they're just like
casual.
She was a nepo. She was a nepo saint. I'm gonna call it here nepotism.
Oh, they had a funny bit on a Smartless episode recently where Sean Hayes was kind of saying how he's like, oh, I kind of would rather not have kids and regret it than have kids and regret it or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they like were joking about Nepo babies, and they're like, that's what you should do, Sean. You should have a baby and call it Nepo. It was a very funny bit.
No, anyway. Name your kid Napoleon, but then make their nickname Nepo. Yes. So at least they have a fallback. They can go by the name Napoleon.
Honestly,
or call them like Nepo.
I don't hate it. It's kind of cute.
Yeah. So like her parents were saints, and Walpurga traveled with her brothers to Francia to evangelize the still pagan Germans and convert them to Christianity.
Yeah, gotta god them all up.
Yep. Them heathens.
Yes, I was gonna say. Took the words out of my mouth.
Because God forbid they have their own beliefs and way of doing things.
That's right. God does forbid.
Your own. Yeah. And it sounds like they were pretty successful. I mean, the Germans named a holiday after her, so.
Suppose. Damn.
Yeah, later on, she became a nun at a monastery in Heidenheim on, it's like Hanencom? Hanencom? I think is how it was. Um,
Nice.
and that had been founded by her brother Willibald, or Willibald. I think it's Willibald.
Willie!
Um, yeah, and she like succeeded him in abscess and became like the head honcho. So
Oh.
doing all right for herself.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so that's what she did, and after her death is when her bones were transferred to that Eichstätt, um, and like buried at the church, and they did like a little, um, they placed her remains in a rocky niche, that is said to miraculously exude a therapeutic oil,
Oh my
which
goodness.
is really weird. I don't know how this works,
Are they sure it's
but
not just that the rain has healing powers? Must be coming from the
I don't
grave.
know. Apparently they call it Walpurgis oil, and it is believed to come from her bones. And like some of
Oh
the people
my.
that do that pilgrimage to that church, they visit her shrine, and apparently people there like bottle the oil and give it to the people that make the pilgrimage, and apparently it's said to be highly effective against fighting disease, and yeah, has
Interesting.
like
I wonder if
healing
it's high in
properties and
minerals or
stuff.
something, like spring water or like
Maybe.
a hot springs. Yeah. Perhaps there's some science
Maybe.
behind it.
Just
Yeah.
smells like sulfur, rotten eggs.
Yeah. Put this all over your face.
Your stomach a
Okay.
rotten egg.
Yeah, if it'll make me beautiful.
It'll ward off evil and people.
Exactly. Everyone else.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a very strong repellent for everything.
That's right. That's why garlic worked so well back in the day. It wasn't the vampires. It's the smell.
Yeah. She quickly became one of the most popular saints in England, Germany, and
Oh,
France. So she's quite well known, and those are,
really?
um, yeah, kind of cool. Um,
Damn, girl.
yeah, so Saint Valpurga, she was also hailed by German Christians for battling pests, rabies, and whooping cough, as well
Oh,
as like
good.
fighting against witchcraft. Because why not throw that in there?
She's doing it all.
Yeah,
How does she do
the
it
big
all? Yeah.
the big things of the time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it said that
Wow.
invoking her as a saint is believed to ward against evil magic, and
Okay.
it wards off malevolent spirits and protects livestock. Um, or sorry, to ward off malevolent spirits and protect livestock, people traditionally lit fires on hillsides, a practice that is still used in some regions today. I think
Okay.
there's like, yeah, there's a number of different reasons for people like setting fires. I know about like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can use it to like ward off animals or insects because of the smoke. And
Oh, yeah. Practical
uh,
reason. Yeah.
yeah, and then there's
Hmm.
like, is it, I can't remember what the word is, but it's like when farmers do it, so that their crops like don't burn or something. It starts with an S.
Oh. I know you could, like, if there's some
Yeah.
fire that's coming and you wanted to stop it, you could set a smaller fire perimeter to try and stop
Yeah.
the flow of fire. Or like if there's grasshoppers or locusts coming, like they might set fires for the smoke to help drive them away. But I can't think of a word at the moment. Smoke them out.
Yeah, like I can't.
I've heard of some such like preventative fires or something, like a fire break.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it comes up a number of ways, but yeah, it's also to protect the livestock and ward off malevolent spirits. So that's kind of like the practices in general, and a bit of the history. But getting into like specific places, first one looked into was Bavaria.
Oh, okay.
I'm
a fan
in
of their
southeast
cream.
Germany.
Sorry. What is it? Bavarian cream? Donuts or something.
Oh.
It's sort of like,
I just like all donuts.
I was like, give me like a cream or a custard, like a Boston cream, anything. And I'm like, I'm set. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not a plain unglazed donut, I'm gonna eat it. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember saying that at my little check-in meeting with my boss. Anything else we could do for you? I was like, I don't know. Some of us like salty snacks. It's like, seems like they're always buying us all these like big ass donuts and like fancy like crumble cookies. And I was like, wait, aren't those giant cookies? But they were like smaller versions.
Those are like,
but still.
If you actually look up the nutrition on those, it's insane. It's like 1,000 calories for one of those sometimes.
Okay, so I was glad they bought us like some of the mini versions, because I had seen, I think I saw Zoe Deschanel doing a review of some cookies someone sent her. I'm not sure if they were some other fancy cookie company, but
Damn.
I'm like, for me, a lot of it with the fancy donuts and the this and that, it's just like, it's just too much icing and sugar for me. It's just too sweet on sweet.
Yeah, it doesn't always focus on just being good. It's just like the picture aesthetic of it.
Yeah, exactly. It just has to look
Does it
good
actually
or whatever.
taste good? Is it like actually a unique flavor?
Yeah, like when we went to that cereal killer place, literally cereal with a C in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I got the milkshake. It was like a Ferrero Rocher milkshake, but like there was nothing really Ferrero about it other than the thing on top or whatever. I was like, eh.
Oh, I don't even remember what I got, so that like tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, because did you have a milkshake too? Because they had all types of different cereal.
Something.
Yeah.
I got something. I know I did not eat a bowl of cereal because I almost
No, it
never
certainly
do.
was not. But it may have been an ice cream or something. I can't recall.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It does not jump out in my mind. So,
no.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Southeast Germany, the feast day is known as Hexenacht or Witches' Night.
Cool.
And here, people dress as like witches and demons, and they set off fireworks and dance and play loud music.
Nice. I like it.
Have a nice party.
Yeah, I like that name. It reminds me of when I'm pretty sure I covered it here on the regular feed. The Night Witches that were the German like platoon of women who were bombing like the Russians in World War II or something. Isn't they called them like the Night Witches because they would glide in without their engines on and then bomb and leave as quietly as they could and stuff. And I always thought that was such a cool name. Like, let's form a band and call it the Night Witches. I have no musical talent. Sorry.
It's said to drive away both witches and the lingering spirits of winter. And
cool.
It is noted for the phenomenon of the Brocken specter, which happens on the Brocken mountain that the witches supposedly commune at to speak to the devil.
Right.
There's like this specter that gets seen sometimes when like certain lighting hits. It's like a phenomenon that's been witnessed multiple times.
Ooh,
And this
okay.
sometimes happens during the Walpurgis night. Um, yeah, and the Brocken Spectre is a magnified shadow of like this observer, typically surrounded by rainbow-like bands, that's thrown into a blank of cloud or a bank of cloud on the high mountain areas where the sun is low. So it's like a
Okay.
kind of like optical illusion kind of thing that happens on the mountain, but it has been witnessed on the Walpurgis night. So yeah,
Interesting. It'd be cool to
they're like,
see.
yeah, the Brocken Spectre. And in rural parts of southern Germany, it's popular for young people or the youths to play pranks.
Of
Um,
course.
and the examples they gave, I don't think are great pranks, but okay. Um, the
Oh
pranks they
no.
listed included tampering with neighbors' gardens, hiding possessions, and spraying graffiti on private property.
Oh
Okay.
no. They've gone
So that just
all
sounds like vandalism.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah. They'd want to be like if you remember Winston on New Girl, he calls himself Prank Sinatra, but all his pranks are like super
uh,
small or super super big where he's like, I hid a pea in her soup. And we're like, yeah, I fucking
yeah,
like, oh, that one girl, she like, they get married as a joke, but then she's like, it was real. You just got rounded. And he's like, ah. I'm like,
yeah,
that's not
I
really
remember.
funny. Like, that's pretty fucked
Yeah,
up. Oh my
yeah,
God.
I was like,
So
and
silly.
vandalism. I was like, well, it probably sucks for the people you're vandalizing. Uh,
You freaking vandalizers. No, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. Also reminds me, somebody
Um,
said something on a podcast where they saw a piece of graffiti. So I suppose it was a graffito, and it just said, um, like fart or something. I was like, oh, maybe that was their,
their
their,
tag.
yeah, yes, that's it. Their tag. Yes.
Fart. Like a fart in the
Fart.
wind.
So dumb.
Um, yeah, so that's in there. Next is the Czech Republic,
Oh,
where
okay.
April 30th is known as the burning of the witches, or even just the witches.
Oh my
And they
gosh.
light these, yeah, they light
Damn.
these really big bonfires up to 8 meters or 26 feet tall. Like huge.
Holy.
Like,
Nobody's jumping over
like
those
Burning
fires.
Man. Ugh.
Yeah. Holy shit.
They're constructed sometimes with like a witch figure that gets built, and then they burn like the witch figure. So like the fuck
Okay.
is that movie? Wicker
The
Man
Wicker Man?
or whatever. Yeah, where
Oh,
they
okay.
like burn the thing, and it's like the big um wicker guy. Um
Big effigy
yeah,
of
so they
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, so they yeah, they have these huge bonfires that they start in the evening, preferably on top of hills. Again, kind of ties in.
Yes.
And people gather around them, and the dense black smoke is said to make formations of witches flying away. So that's what they do. Yeah.
Okay. They just
Um,
gotta shoehorn that witch imagery
yeah.
in there. That's interesting, though.
Effigies of witches are held up and thrown into the bonfires to burn, and some places even burn like puppets that represent a witch on the bonfire.
Oh my
So, like,
God.
just a, yeah, they really
So
lean into the
dark.
witches one in the Czech Republic.
Right. Like, guess how
Yeah.
many witches we burned? It's kind of like the way people talk about the Salem witch trials, and you're like, I don't think they burned anybody, but you all just keep running with that.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's what happens on April 30th. And then as midnight starts approaching and the fires start to kind of dwindle down, people leave these celebrations in search of, technically, they're looking for like a cherry tree that's in like a perfect blossom. Uh,
okay, really?
Yeah, so like totally swinging the other way because
Yeah,
this is
cherry trees
now
did not come up in my research, so that one threw me for a loop.
yeah, this is the only one that has stuff like this. Yeah, because this is a tradition connected to May 1st, where young women should be kissed past midnight and during the following day, under a
Oh,
blossoming
yes.
cherry tree, or if a cherry tree cannot be found, another blossoming like flowered tree. And
Okay.
the 1st of
That's
May
familiar.
is celebrated as the Day of Those in Love. So, like Valentine's
Ooh.
Day. They're like, we're
That
burning all the witches, we're having huge bonfires, but now it's a day of love. Like,
the fiery, yes, passionate and love and fertility connection came up a lot in my research. I was like, okay. And also a
yeah.
tree, but not a cherry tree? Question mark.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if we need to do like different trees and the lore associated with them. Like, oh, this is a witch's
Oh,
tree, like
maybe.
the rowan and like the elm, and
Yeah.
seems like trees got a lot of lore going on for some reason.
Probably.
I don't know.
Uh, Next is Estonia. Um,
Okay.
yeah, where I want to say it's like Volbrio or something. I could
Okay.
not get a pronunciation at all. I
Oh,
I
okay.
remember trying. It's
Just put on your best
celebrated
Eastern
from
European accent and go for it. No.
no, I don't do accent.
I
It's
want you to
celebrated
pronounce this
from
word. I'm just kidding.
it's celebrated from April 30th and into the early hours of May 1st, which is actually a public holiday
Oh,
called Spring Day. So like,
wow.
cool.
I want spring day off.
Yeah, right. And their holiday is a widespread celebration of the arrival of spring, and it's also influenced by German culture, with the night originally standing for gathering and meeting of witches. And because of that, like modern people still dress up as witches, but they kind of wander the streets. And there's like
Okay.
a lot of places have like almost like parades, or there's like
Pardon me.
carnivals and like fairs and that kind of stuff that happens.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Which is the door
And
to
then
door, like
there's
Halloweeny with the costumes. And like,
a bit.
yeah, I sometimes saw it called like the sister celebration to like Samhain, or however you say the Celtic version of the
Yeah.
original Halloween. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it. Hi,
Um,
Cordell.
and getting into like the different places, a lot of it actually has to do with like college kids and like university
Hmm.
students, which is really interesting. They have like very specific things that they have done traditionally, some going back like at this point like 70 years, which is crazy, of like
Oh,
the university students celebrating in this holiday in specific ways. So yeah, there's a few of them that touch on it, like there's the university town of Tartu, in, I hope I pronounced that right, in southern Estonia. And
okay.
the like mayor of Tartu, that like runs this like university town, I guess he gives over kind of like the reins of the town symbolically over to the university students for that day,
Oh
for
boy.
them to celebrate, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
um yeah, so the students start the night with a traditional procession through the streets, um, and then followed by the students of the different fraternities and sororities. They kind of like trick or treating. They go and like visit each other's like
Yes.
their houses at the sororities and fraternities. Kind of go
Totally.
back and forth, and yeah, just like throughout the whole night. But
Wow.
starting with like this kind of like parade thing that they do, the procession through the streets.
So cool. I like that. That's not a bad
Yeah.
tradition. Some of those universities are like, what is your tradition and how?
Pleasing and
Yeah.
um,
How questionable is it going to be in today's modern lens?
yeah, I don't think any of these are too bad.
Okay, good. I was just like, I'm sure it's not that problematic. It's not. That one
No,
where all
some
the.
of them are actually like
Yeah.
hilarious, honestly.
Okay.
Like Finland, uh, they're in Finland, the Walpurgis night or Vapu, Vapin, or Valborg, depending on what area of Finland you're in, is one of the four biggest holidays. It's kind of lumped in with like Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and Midsummer.
Okay.
So it's a huge holiday there in Finland.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense though. Like they're all marking times of the year where we're at different like
yeah,
parts of the earth cycle. Yeah, like
yeah.
longest night, longest day, all that stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
So it's celebrated with the biggest carnival style festival that's held in a bunch of Finland cities and towns, with celebrations beginning on the evening of April 30th and continuing until May 1st. Typically centering around the consumption of sima, which is a homemade low alcohol mead. They got like their own mead
Oh,
that
fun.
they make traditionally and drink. Um,
Wow. I wonder how far back that goes. Kind of like they used to have like, water wasn't always potable. So you'd have your like everyday ale that people would like drink with their breakfast and stuff. Like not to get drunk, but like just to have something to drink that you knew was like
yeah.
at a potable or whatever. Yeah. Huh.
They also consume sparkling wine and other alcoholic
Oh,
drinks.
love
And
it.
then again, the university students have their own methods of celebrating.
I bet they
Um,
do.
what was like once this like traditional upper class feast, kind of for like celebrating saints and everything, it's kind of been taken over by different areas of university students since the 19th century.
Okay,
In
nice.
Finland, they typically dress in black and wear a white student cap. I
Oh,
did see
interesting.
somewhere that said like their student caps change color this time of year, like when they're in the
Oh.
summer they change to white, and then in the winter they were black. So like that's
Hmm.
part of it too, I guess, maybe. Um, and then apparently many higher education students also wear coveralls. That's like part of like the outfit of Valpurgis, I guess. I was like,
Okay.
I don't know what you mean by coveralls, but there's so many different
Um,
types of coveralls. So.
oh yeah, I suppose. Because I was like, isn't that like Mike Myers? Uh,
Yeah, I'm thinking of.
but I've also heard people say things in the UK like a flight suit for sort of a one piece uniform and
Yeah.
some different terms. Yeah.
Um, so in yeah, they have a lot of stuff going on here. There's um in Helsinki and nearby regions like to Helsinki, they have very specific traditions that
Oh.
some places also sort of do, in that on April 30th at specifically 6 p.m. This is very
Oh.
specific. There's a like statue called Havis Amanda that's located in the market square. And it's like this like nude female statue kind of like posed.
Hell yeah.
And they like put a hat on it, or like they called it, it gets like capped. I don't know, everything kept talking about stuff
Oh.
getting capped. I was like, okay.
Oh, we always make fun of that. I
And
think
there's
there's like
some,
a truck commercial. It's like cap it in a really
yeah,
deep voice.
there's
Yeah,
a few other places that also do this, but they have
really.
their own own thing going on, which I thought this was just hilarious.
Uh-oh.
Um, and I'm gonna have to try and find pictures of them.
Oh,
I
don't
kind of
keep
ran
me
out
in
of time.
suspense. Yeah.
There's this one of their oldest traditions as well is this um, two different publications that kind of go back and forth each year. So like one is on the even years, which I
Oh.
think is called the is it like Jolko? Or Jolku? Uh, it was first published in 1978 and it's published by the students of the Aalto University. And it's published specifically for the holiday. Both of them are.
Wow.
Um, yeah, it's kind of cool. This Jolko that's released on the even numbered years, it features short jokes, satirical writings, and humorous ads, pictures, and drawings. um, and the students kind of like hand them out, I guess, and sell them. And they're wearing like their coveralls and they're walking around like selling
Oh.
them. And they kind of start before Walpurgis, and then like it leads into the last day of April. So they kind of start doing it like in late April. But
Okay.
obviously they have to prepare for it. It's like a proper publication, like it's like a magazine.
Yeah.
And that's been going on since 1978, and it's run by like the students at the Aalto University. And
I hope it's got
then
some gossip in it. Like the old broadsheets or whatever they call it in Bridgerton. Gossip.
hopefully it's
Yeah.
got like short jokes, satire, and like funny ads and stuff. And
Nice.
then that's on the even numbered years, and then on the odd numbered years, they have from the same university, the students release the I want to say it's like Appy or AP, which is the oldest Finnish humor magazine published that's related to Walpurgisnacht. It was first
Mm.
published in Christmas of 1948.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
so a long time ago. And it too is released by the students at the Aalto University. Um, and this like Appy or AP is like a gimmick kind of publication because it's printed on toilet paper and a bed sheet.
Oh,
Like it's just
no.
a fully joke. And for some reason their Wikipedia articles, there was like a separate one for each of the publications. There was no pictures. So I'm gonna have to try and like specifically Google it and see if I can find pictures of these publications because they sound funny. I want to see what a printed
Right.
newspaper like
And
magazine
like,
looks like on toilet paper.
how is the name spelled? Because I'm assuming it's not that you said Appy, but I was like, it's not like nowadays we have the AP, which is like the Associated Press.
No, it's like the A with like those like dots and then
Oh,
PY.
an umlaut. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Like in Motley Crue. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's called an
yeah,
umlaut.
um,
I
yeah,
always
but it's
laugh at
like
Associated
printed.
Press because I'm like, I'm AP. That's my initials. Anyway. Okay.
Um, yeah, so this one that's on odd years, it's printed on toilet
So
paper and a
weird.
bed sheet. And it has often been stuffed inside of standard industrial packages such as sardine cans and milk cartons. So, like, I don't even know what that means. How do you fit
Yeah.
a bed sheet in a milk carton or a sardine
And
can or toilet
yeah,
paper in a sardine can? I don't know
and it's
what
all
that
like
means.
folded up or something. So when you open it, it's like a trick can of like snakes or whatever. It's like, bah! It pops out at you.
Yeah,
Like
toilet
it
paper magazine.
unfolds.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
I don't know. It
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
hilarious to me.
True. But yeah, when you say
They're
printed
just
on
like
bed
doing the
sheets,
most.
yeah, it's a bit hard to picture. You're like, oh, so
Yeah.
you cut those up, right?
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean, Finland? You guys are just doing the most.
Hey, paper used to be real
Uh,
precious, man. Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So celebrations for the university students start at least a week before, with them making like preparations for like the magazine articles and like everything even
Mm.
earlier.
Oh yeah.
In central Helsinki festival or festivities, they include often a picnic on May 1st. That again includes like food, sparkling wine. Some people even like go all out, arranging pavilions, bringing their own tablecloths and like candelabras, and playing classical music, and just having like extravagant food. Like it's like a whole thing.
They're
Sounds so
printed
much
bed
fun.
sheets. Yeah.
uh, and they usually start this like picnic in these parks in the very early morning of May 1st. And then they kind of, like the people that were partying starting on April 30th, kind of like party overnight and then like meet up with the people that are like setting up in the park and continue partying in the park. So they kind of like merge.
Oh, tag team
Um,
almost. Yeah, you go out,
yeah.
I'll tag in. You can sleep for a while. Oh my God, like to think of going to an outdoor festival like Coachella or some Canadian equivalent just makes me so tired to think about right now.
It's a lot. I mean, the closest thing I
Yeah.
went to, it was supposed to be 4 days, and we only got to go to three of them. It
Mm.
was exhausting.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Like I've been to raves. I don't want to be to one after like 24 hours. Like where you go to
yeah.
rest. Nowhere.
You do like the camping thing, which ours was like a shit show. That's why the music festival I went to is like got canceled. Like I think the
Was
year
it
after we went was the
a
last
big
year it
one?
was held.
Yeah.
It was pretty big, like not Coachella big, but like
No, but
over a hundred thousand people were there every day, and they
what's
had five main stages and then like another seven that were like small DJ setups that were going 20 or like 12
okay.
hours a day.
Is it the one
It was
that's
pretty big.
famous out here? Like, sorry, I know on the East Coast we have one that's called like Evolve or something, and then on the West Coast I feel like it's called like oh my God, it's
Oh, there's Shambhala,
Shambhala.
but
Yeah.
that's like EDM music kind of thing. Um, this was
Okay.
like
Well,
actual
yeah.
like bands and stuff that played like
Okay.
um
See, that's why I compare it to raves because that's more what I know, and I haven't been to a lot of like outdoor like concerts that are at all
like
at anything. Sounds like a lot.
Mumford and Sons was there, and Sam Smith and Drake was there. They were like the
Okay.
headliners for the three main
Oh,
nights.
Drake.
Yeah.
Drake, a
Uh
laughing stock. No, I'm just kidding. I was just
hey,
thinking that meme of him in the big orange coat. So
yeah.
stupid. Anyway.
His show was pretty cool because we were on like they had a huge like one story thing that was being painted over the weekend with like scaffolding and everything, but there was like
Oh.
two flights of stairs you could take up to kind of go up it, and then they had some
Mm-hmm.
chairs set up, so me and the two people I think that went, or maybe the other girl was sick, so maybe it was just me and my other friend, we went up there, and we were some of the only people that were up there because I don't think people realized they could go up there,
While you're
and
watching
it
the
was like
show?
dark because it was
Yeah.
like 11 p.m. and the people were like pretty small, like you could see the crowd, but like imagine, I don't know, 30 to 50,000 people in front of you, and like when people were like jumping and everything it looked like waves, like it was crazy.
Oh.
um
Yeah, it's like you're in the
yeah,
skybox seats or whatever because you're like above them
yeah,
all, looking down on the
it was
masses. Yeah, that'd be
really
cool.
cool. So even though it was Drake, and I don't like most of his music, the like
I
watching
can't
that
name
part and
any of
like the
his music, but
crowd,
yeah, same. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
that was really cool. But anyway,
yeah,
um
does sound cool.
yeah, uh yeah, so like um hold on, trying to find my spot. Yeah, so they join up with the people in the parks that are like setting up these crazy food spreads, and they keep like celebrating. Some student organizations reserve areas that where they traditionally camp every year, and then they plan like student caps, different meads, streamers, and balloons all have a role in the picnic and the celebration as a whole. Like there's a meaning behind like everything. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's just like a lot, but a lot of it um, is like the students at the university that have really taken over the holidays and everything,
Nice.
which was kind of cool. In Turku, it's become tradition, kind of like in Finland, to cap the Posanka statue. And then in another place called Ulu, I want to say, they cap the statue of Franz Michael Franzen. And these are all capped by the university students. So,
All cap?
yeah,
I thought they were all about no
all
cap these
caps,
days.
right? Um,
I don't know any of these places.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, neither do I. Yeah, so they, followed by the freshmen, they take like this cold plunge, but they don't
Oh
have
gosh.
a lake or anything to do it in, so they do it in usually water that has gathered in like a cold ditch in a nearby park.
Oh no.
Which sounds awful. I'm sorry. But don't swim in a ditch.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Don't
worse,
swim in a
that or
ditch.
celebrities talking about them doing cold plunges at their houses.
Yeah. If you don't
Oh
start your
gosh.
morning by doing a cold plunge,
Oh my god.
um,
Shut up, Will Arnett. We know. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. In Berlin, I guess there's also like political stuff that kind of happens as well,
Uh,
which I didn't
yeah.
really get into a whole lot. But I guess there's like traditional leftist May Day riots, I guess, that typically start on Walpurgis night.
What?
And yeah, they typically happen in Berlin and like Hamburg, where it seems to be like there's like protests and riots that happen, and like um, people doing speeches and all this stuff.
Like anti Walpurgis? Sort of?
No, it's just about like politics. And
Oh.
yeah,
They just like get up on their
uh,
soapbox and they're like, now that you're here. Okay.
yeah, I don't really know. It didn't even talk about them specifically like doing anything to actually celebrate anything related to the holiday other than
Huh.
these riots that I saw. So it did say that the riots themselves, at least the last few years, have kind of calmed down. Like they're not as bad as they've seen in the past, but
Well,
it's still classified as a riot. It's probably not great.
yeah. Start a
Uh,
riot.
in Hungary, there's like elderberries that are used to decorate the houses, and they're said to
Nice.
ward off witches on that day. And according
Ooh.
to Hungarian folklore, there are witches that are said to walk like around on May Day. And as the years have gone by, like this belief has evolved to kind of witches being replaced by like fire, ice, caterpillars, and diseases that they're trying to ward off instead of like witches specifically.
Okay, and fire and ice being the actual
Yeah.
elements, not the
Yeah.
alphabet organization. Capital ICE ice.
No.
Anyway, great. um, hmm. Okay.
And then in the Netherlands, I guess it hasn't been celebrated recently, because the Walpurgis night falls on the nation's like Queen's Day. Like there's a Queen's Day and a King's Day, and I guess it fell on the same day as
Okay.
Queen's Day, so they didn't celebrate it because they were celebrating Queen's Day.
Sure. Like, don't we have
Uh,
Victoria Day sometime in May or something where we're like Sure, we have the day
Yeah.
off. Why? We don't
Yeah.
care.
Cool. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Queen Victoria? Oh, yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the island of Texel, which celebrates the festival known as Meyer Bliss or May Blaze on the same day. So it's
Ooh.
like its own kind of holiday.
Huh.
But again, they light like bonfires near nightfall with the intention to drive away the remaining cold winter and to welcome spring.
Okay, good. Not drive away from the fires and leave them burning. That would be bad.
I just have a couple more places. Sweden marks the arrival of spring, and it varies depending on the region. But instead of focusing on like family and kind of thing, like some of the other places do, their celebrations are more of a public event with local
Okay.
groups organizing different events to encourage community spirit, like within each of the villages and neighborhoods, instead of like
Nice.
celebrating with your family. It's more of like, let's celebrate as a neighborhood.
That's cool.
Um, So they also do the bonfires, but they also do choral singing, and there's speeches in honor of the arrival of the spring season, which I guess are often given by a local celebrity. So
Okay.
it's kind of fun. In Swedish traditions, bonfires dated back to at least the 18th century, um, when like farm animals were let out to graze, and they lit bonfires to scare away predators to like protect the animals.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. That tracks.
In southern Sweden, an even older tradition involved young people collecting
Pardon me.
greenery and branches from the woods at twilight. These were used to adorn the houses of the village. Um,
Okay.
and I guess, like, if you completed that task, your reward was to get paid in eggs, which made me think of
Oh,
Easter. So I was like, oh,
I thought
there's
you were going to
eggs.
say get laid because everything's came up with,
Yeah.
yeah, with, like fires and passion and renewal of life. And like, I found a lot of those themes too. So I don't know. Get paid in eggs. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I did not think that was how that sentence was going to end. They were paid in eggs. Okay,
Truly.
sure.
I mean, if they're valuable enough, as we know, sometimes eggs can be very expensive.
Yeah. And this was from Wikipedia.
Mhm.
In Uppsala, since 1975, the students honor spring by rafting on the Firis River through the center of town. They make these like rickety homemade, like often humorously decorated rafts, and then they like float them down the river, which is kind of
Okay.
fun.
Is this
Yeah.
in Finland still or Sweden? Sorry.
No, this is uh in Sweden.
Okay, the name of the place sounded
Yeah.
like a place in Sweden, but I obviously can't be sure of the spelling because we don't know how to pronounce shit. I don't know how. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so they do these raftings, and then several nations also hold these champagne races,
Ooh, I'm
which
interested.
have like two different things kind of involved. The first one is where students go to drink. They spray champagne or sparkling
Okay.
wine on each other, and then the
Oh
walls
no.
and floors of the old nation buildings are covered in plastic, like Dexter style,
Oh,
for this occasion, as champagne
right.
is poured around recklessly and sometimes spilled enough to wade in. Like, imagine wading through champagne. That sounds so sticky and gross.
Yeah.
That sounds gross.
A little bit. When you put it like
And
that,
that's in a building, inside
it,
a building. That's
it would be
crazy.
so sticky. And when I tell you that, it reminds me of a place where
Gross.
they put down like a, okay, for our friends. throwing a birthday party for her boyfriend, and they would do this thing where they do mud wars, but they'd make a bunch of jello with like
Yeah.
water, and then it was like jello pudding wrestling. You have to put down like a kiddie pool or like a tarp or something, and then like
Yeah.
if you go wrestling in that, you are so sticky. You're like, get me in the shower. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm all for. I want to go do that, like, you know, tomato throwing fest or in Spain or Italy or whatever. But I'm just like, oh my god, you have to be able to shower when you're that sticky. So gross.
Yeah.
Wading through
This
champagne.
is like a building though that gets like covered in plastic inside, I'm assuming, because like where else would it be other than inside a building? But yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, I guess spraying champagne, however, is a fairly recent addition to the champagne race because the name derives from originally the students would run down the slope from the Carolina Rediva like library. So they would like run down that like to drink champagne. So they would like go to the student nations area and like they were running to drink champagne. Now they like have this whole just pouring champagne now. Just waste.
Running to drink champagne sounds like those very early Olympics you hear about where you're like, oh, they didn't have water for them. They had like brandy. Stupid things.
And then lastly, because we can't just talk about that side of the world, the only thing I could find and the only thing that was on Wikipedia was on this side of the world, was the US. And I almost said strangely, but like maybe it isn't so strange. It as like this is the only thing I saw about it. In 1966, Anton Sandor-Levay.
No, LeVay, the satanic guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. Okay.
Yeah, he chose the Walpurgisnacht as the founding of the Church of Satan. Like the day he founded it, he intentionally did it. Walpurgisnacht. That was the day the Church of Satan started.
May 1st. All right. Lest we forget.
The Satanic Bible also states that besides one's own birthday and Halloween, that Walpurgisnacht is the most important satanic holiday. And they memorialize
Why is it always
it.
so fun like that? It's all about you and Halloween.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's the only holidays I care about. I guess I care about Christmas, but if I didn't get presents on Christmas, I wouldn't care.
No, it's just funny how people always like, oh, satanic panic. And you're like, but Satanism was more about celebrating you, not the devil. And like themes like that. It's so funny to me.
Yeah, so they memorialized the holiday in like their Bible, saying it symbolizes the fruition of the spring equinox. And he said he chose the date because of its traditional association with witchcraft. And then it said, additionally, the Satanic Temple celebrates Hexanacht as, quote, a solemn holiday to honor those who were victimized by superstition.
Oh, that's interesting.
Kind of like you said, the burning like witches and all that kind of stuff. Like,
or say anyone that was like affected by some sort of a satanic panic type of situation where they're like, we were innocent and yet proven guilty. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's interesting.
That's what I got. It's yeah, like each of the places you could kind of like probably go into their own like deep dive of like the history and how it's evolved in each of the countries and everything, but
yeah, man. Okay, well, I have a few mentions of some of what the other countries call like their celebrations and stuff, but I think I said to you that I didn't think these notes would end up being that long either. But like every time I was looking for more, there was just so much more. I was like, oh, I could go
Yeah.
down this rabbit hole. Yeah, it's crazy. Um, but yeah, we'll do a quick break and then another rabbit hole deep dive.
Yes.
All right. Pat was like, "You're still recording?" I'm like, "Yes." He's still watching hockey though. Um, yeah, it's getting a bit late, but it's not terribly long. So if you don't mind if I kind of
Yeah.
ramble through it as I do, just stop me.
Okay.
But like, yeah, you've touched on some of this stuff anyway, because it's like, yeah, the different
Yeah.
cultures, and I just focus mine on I would look up like Beltane and the origins, and then I called the subtitle of it "The Fire Fest That's Actually Lit."
Nice.
To myself, yeah. I love
Yeah.
fire moment.
But
Yeah,
good.
Fire Fest. Sorry, we didn't hear you. Yeah. So from what I found too, a lot of these celebrations predate Christian cultures, and so they're like pagan, like Celtic cultures, and love to
Yeah.
celebrate in places like Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man. I was like, okay, so like it's big in Britain and stuff. Anyway, but oh, and they've had a big celebration in uh, Edinburgh for a long time as well. Um, Apparently, the name also etymology means like a bright fire or lucky fire.
Oh,
So
that makes sense.
yeah, I think it's mostly comes from some Celtic, or you know how etymology is all whack. But yeah, it has to do with fire, like the name of this. So I love that. Um, it's a large part of all the rituals of this celebration, and yeah, the returning of the sun is part of it, of course, because it's on this wheel of the year pagan calendar seasonal cycle, which is just
Yeah.
created by our orbit around the sun. We're like, yay, sun! We're dying over here. Seasonal depression. Let's celebrate.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely a lot more accurate than what our actual calendar is, like the first day of spring, and then we're
Right.
like, oh, we have two crazy snowfalls after that, and it's like, yeah, sure feels like spring. But like with this coming up
Yeah.
this week, it's like, no, our weather is actually like way better this week
It's
than it has been
evening
even
out.
last week.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, yeah, I finally feel the spring now.
Yeah, who came up with the Gregorian calendar? Gregory? Yeah. Like, yeah, I get that it makes sense. A lot they were like, oh, it does really make things even when you divide things by like on the clock of 12 or whatever. So I'm like, whatever we had to do to make
Yeah.
time easier so that the trains could all run on time and we could figure out time zones. Like, but still, yeah, this makes so much sense because it's going with the actual sun and the planets.
Yeah.
Like, um, uh, yeah, so they definitely always celebrate these types of like important points on the cycle, which are usually the equinoxes, the solstices, and the cross quarter days, or kind of the in between days. So this one's kind of like one of those in between days because we're like um, right on the cusp of being going into the longer days, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it takes on many facets, faces around Europe and elsewhere. As you touched on a lot of different ones in Europe that I didn't come across in my main research at all.
Oh,
um,
nice. I was hoping, because I was
yeah,
like, oh, I stayed clear of anything that specifically said it was like a May Day holiday or Beltane or anything. So I was like, okay, stay away from that. Just look up Walpurgis. Like,
Isn't that crazy
Specifically,
though?
that like variation of this sort of
Right.
holiday kind of
Like how
thing.
this culture or like area separates it, or yeah,
Yeah.
celebrates it. Yeah. Yeah, it's obviously called by oh no, Walpurgisnacht. Now I have to say it. Or
Yeah.
Valborg, um, uh, as I found in Germany or Scandinavian countries, which you very much expand on. But then it was also called different things. Root Festival, which just said
Mm.
Yakima. And I will admit, I did not look up what region or people that is from. Because there was so many. Qingming is what they call it in China. Um,
Okay.
I think it's called Whitsuntide, and that's the Dutch celebration. So, like, the Netherlands. Yeah. uh, and it may also be represented or associated with various goddesses, usually goddesses of love, beauty, and, as I like to put it, baby making. So, and yeah, it would. Apologies to anyone if like multiple mentions of fertility is maybe a little triggering for some, but they use that word a lot. Um, so yeah, they've got your Aphrodites from the Greek, the Venus, Roman, the goddess of like love, Lada is Slavic, and Oya is Yoruba. I don't know where that is.
Oh.
And there's Amara, Amaterasu, I'm so sorry, the Japanese, and Freya, the Norse, and she's the goddess of love, fertility, war, and death. So I was like, she's
All the
really a
things.
lot.
Yeah. She's
Like
got a busy job.
you can pray to her from cradle to the grave. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically in places like Scotland, people would light the Beltane fires. In the olden days, they would like drive the cattle around them, sometimes leap
Mm.
over them. And that's why when you said
Yeah.
they were like so tall, I was like, nobody's leaping
Yeah.
over that. Yeah.
Only the one place like specified how big the bonfires were. I was like, God damn,
Right?
that's a huge bonfire.
Who is measuring
Like,
this? 8 meters or whatever. You're like,
yeah,
we're Canadian.
26 feet tall.
Yeah,
That's
we
huge.
usually say our height in feet and stuff. So to me, like 8 meters tall, like almost means nothing. But yeah,
Yeah,
26 feet.
I'm
Holy
like,
shit. Um,
yeah.
so I guess it started kind of petering out, the celebrations, the performances in places like
Hmm.
Scotland in the 1800s ish. That was sad.
Oh.
By mid-century, the fires of Fife had guttered out, and in the Shetland Isles, they followed shortly after in the 1870s. And they said like the last proper fire festival was held in 1820 in Helmsdale, and even Edinburgh's epic party had ended by the 20th century until 1988. That is, I was like, hell yeah.
Interesting. It all moved to Germany.
Yes, everybody. Yeah, there was probably a lot going on then.
Yeah.
There's After I got done fighting the British in Scotland, they were like, "Oh, I guess we could focus on education and stuff." And then they were just like, "Boom, libraries! Everybody's educated."
Yeah.
I love it. Apparently, the Beltane fires had traditionally always been lit on a hill in Scotland called Arthur's Seat. So probably that Arthur, right? I don't know. That
Yeah.
fictional great. What is it? Yeah. Um, and it said Arthur's Seat is an ancient extinct volcano that is the main peak of a group of hills in Edinburgh, Scotland, which form most of Holyrood Park. Yeah, so that area, described
I
by Robert Louis Stevenson as a hill for magnitude, a mountain in virtue of its bold design. I just like that they're
I did not expect Scotland to have a volcano. Is that true?
I know. They
That's
got a lot of
really
mountains.
weird. Yeah. Like, I know it's very hilly and, like, lots
Right?
of valleys and everything, but I would not be expecting a
The
mountain.
highlands.
Or not a mountain, a volcano.
I know.
Damn.
Like, do we even have those? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently this guy, this Angus, I think it's Farquhar. It's funny, Scottish last names. He helped bring back the efforts to celebrate Beltane, and he was a member of this former industrial band called Test Department, which was like amazing. I love it. But they decided to pick somewhere like Arthur's Seat wasn't as accessible in modern times. Maybe so they,
Okay.
yeah,
Relocate.
It's all about the location. Yeah. They moved the party to Calton Hill, which at this time had been fallen into disrepair and been known for, more of a bad location that people will go
The
to.
miscreants and
Yeah. Do drugs there and whatever.
yeah.
Also, I was trying to confirm it on other websites, but didn't have a ton of time to write much from the Calton Hill history website, as it were. But I think they used to have hangings there because it came up in a historical novel I was reading around the time I was doing these notes. I'm like, oh, how strange. They do be hanging people there. Yeah, let's bring up the vibes on this place, shall we?
Yeah.
So, yeah, typically, I guess nowadays they'll like start their kind of procession at the National Monument. They head on counterclockwise up this path. The drums are beating them on. They are meeting groups along the way. Colorful characters that will either stall or help the like sort of head couple that's leading the group. Here, that's usually called the May Queen and the Green Man, I guess. I like that, right?
Florence Pugh?
Oh my god. Midsummer. Wait. It's the prequel.
Yeah.
Pre-Midsummer.
I think it is, yeah. Start summer? No.
Oh gosh. There's a performance to herald in the start of the summer season, as it were. The big fire, the bonfire is lit, and then typically, I guess they all head down to a place called the Bower, where then at least all the people that have been performing and whatever can have some food and refreshments and
Nice.
merriment, and get all warm and party on Garth.
Get faced.
Right. And so like the revelers and the performers kind of, I think at this point, kind of come together, which is another sort of theme of this sort of time of year, is like, everything coming together right now over me.
My Gordo.
I was gonna say, speaking of, I thought of you today, Gordo. We were talking about buying cats and dogs in pairs for companionship.
He's literally just resting his chin like on my arm, and then like looking up at me like,
yeah. Well, Pat was like, I always buy cats in pairs because like otherwise they just sleep all day, and then you come home and they want to bug you. And I was like, yes, or you're trying to sleep. He's like, or you're trying to sleep. I'm like, or you're trying to podcast. Like, yes.
Yeah.
But like, we tried to leave to go out to eat this morning at this breakfast place, and the dog was like tapping on the door and like trying to get us to stay. It was like heartbreaking. Like, stop it. We've gone out for the movies before. You'll be fine. He's just not used to being like left alone without at least Rain or someone. All right, so the vibes, the themes were revolving around the fertility of the season, the sowing of the seeds, everyone's coming together, one with the world, tapping into your creativity. Some say it's kind of can be about for older souls melding the parts of yourself, like your masculine and feminine sides. And I was like, all right, but like seems to kind of depend on your journey, and you can definitely find very many,
Yeah.
yeah, more like woo woo sort of. Here are some incantations and stuff like
Yeah.
websites for inspiration on how to celebrate. Oh yeah, like I think I got this from a site that was like wee moon something something, and they said, or I wrote, it's been called a pagan celebration of love, sexuality, and renewal. But also it had some good points in there. Like they said the traditional pagan. Oh, hang on, my headphones would like me to please charge them. The traditional pagan Celtic Northern European holy days start earlier than the customary native North American ones. So I hadn't heard of this, but they are seen to begin in the embryonic dark phase, they said, e.g., at sunset or the night before the holy day. And the seasons are
Mm.
seen to start on the cross quarter days before the solstices and the equinoxes. In North America, these cardinal points on the wheel of the year are seen to initiate the beginning of each season. I don't quite get it, but when they say it like starting to celebrate it the night before the holy day, it seems they do
Yeah.
that with this one. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
or Halloween where you're like, yeah, you start it in the night.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Okay, so mm, that's the bulk of it. And then I had a few things I had to rewrite out because I didn't have time to type them.
Gordo's so drooly, baby.
Is he drooly?
Yeah,
So
he's got like
sad.
two like drips of like saliva on his chin. Buddy. So gross. He's so drooly.
Fen was a little bit like that when we had some chicken nuggets and stuff earlier. He's like, Wendy's?
Okay, don't brush against the mic. You drooled on the desk. It's like a puddle.
Oh my god.
Six cat. You're so gross sometimes. He'll like cuddle with me and he'll move, and then I'll just have like a wet spot on my shirt, and I'm like, buddy, that's gross. Like a toddler, just like,
Yeah.
except he's always been like this.
Yeah, you're like, I'm sorry, I'm lactating. No.
Yeah, that's what it looks like sometimes, depending how he's laying on me. I'm like, that looks so gross. Like a drooly little baby. Aw, just a drooly
Such a
little
baby. Okay, baby. We'll get you to bed soon. So we'll close it out with some of these other details. So yeah, like that is based the pagan calendar, the wheel of the year, all these like different celebrations of the sun and stuff, just based on the seasonal cycle, which is created by the Earth's annual orbit around the sun. It's just like so natural, y'all. I'm like, science. Yeah.
Science rules.
I know, but it's just like we celebrate the sciencey days. No, the sun symbol days. So yeah, like the solstices, which are just to remind us the extreme points of Earth's axis tilting towards or away from the sun. So, and then you got those equinoxes, which are called so because they're like the equal light and night sort of times a year. At least I'm going to say it like that. Night and day, light and night.
Yeah. Light night.
Late night. Night, night, done. Um, so I love that we're celebrating at this time of year connections, sort of duality of how rain and shine, and they come together in the ground to make things grow, and like, it's important to have all
April
those parts.
showers bring me flowers.
Yeah, you gotta open up to that rain, baby. Not that I could find anything serious about this, but they're just like sex magic, and I'm like, yeah, Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Baby, sex magic. I remember that album. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some like sensuality, sexuality, fertility, like vibes that you keep coming across when you just are looking at the origins. And I was like, oh yeah, the fires. They're like, come on, baby, light my fire. But like true, just kind of celebrating connection with all life on the world, the animals, the plants, even the elements. I'm like Captain Planet. And like also it'll be an excuse to have a bonfire and cremate our Christmas tree finally. May she rest in peace. I'll be doing that once this comes out. We had a real one this year, and
didn't even know that.
Yeah, I like a real one every once in a while, but then we didn't put it out far enough. We left it on the porch, and then pine needles fell off on the porch, and then they kept getting dragged in by the dogs. So it's just gonna be really nice to have it all gone.
Yeah. Gordo, you can't rub your face on the mic.
Phone is talking. So yeah, there's lots of different options, I guess, whether you like to celebrate a little or a lot. You can have a bonfire or a candle, or if you want to have a maypole dance, they suggested just go into your Home Depot here and buying a dowel and some ribbons and, and just hooking it up.
I saw stuff about that.
It does sound pretty easy, right? You could do it yourself.
Different patterns, right? They like weave kind of in and out, and it makes like a braided pattern or something too, instead of just like going around in a circle.
Okay, yeah. And do you just glue them all at the top? Like, yeah, I don't know exactly, but it does make it sound doable. Much more doable than like, oh yes, you can celebrate with maypole dances, or like it's good time to have a marriage. You're like, well, that's a lot. To me, I'm like, also the fertility. It's like maybe we don't just decide this is the day we're making a baby. Like you might not want to get that far into it. Maybe you want to just plant some plants or dig deep into the dirt of your own psyche. It's a good time to shed the dead and what does not serve you, I suppose. And maybe when you're lighting your fires, you can celebrate with some of the fresh food that might be available at this time. You could make a fairy altar also. Apparently the veil is thin at this time, and you might get some visitors if you honor them with some flowers, foods, and nice smells.
Nice.
Yeah. I also like make a flower crown and cast a spell.
Yeah.
Do that. And a fun fact said something about newborns, and it was like also, whether they're human or just like a newborn idea or project that are conceived around Beltane or May Day or what have you, are called Merry Begots. How would you say that? Mary, as in Christmas, and then begots, Begots, Mary begots.
Mary begots, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of like that old saying with like Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, and like whatever day you're born had a thing in the rhyme.
Gordo just pawed at my stomach, pawing at my gut. So he's like, "Pet me!"
I'm trying to grab your boob this time. I think that was last episode.
He was sitting behind me on the couch earlier, and he was like kind of curled up around my shoulder. He had like one paw on my shoulder from behind. I was like, oh, this is cute. And he was kind of like nuzzling in my neck. And then all of a sudden he just bit the corner of my shoulder. And I was like, buddy, Like, oh,
He
this cat.
has a switch.
I
Demon
know.
cat.
He really is. He's a demon cat with the sweetest little baby face. The cross-eyed and the snaggle tooth and the all the things and the fuzzy little
Well,
Siamese cat face, but then he's all poofy because he's a rag doll, but then he's a little asshole.
what if he and Fen were friends, and then they wouldn't have to be lonely every time we went out together? It would be like Milo and Otis.
Gordo used to, like, I don't know, when he was my brother's cat, they used to take him
and socialize him. And
yeah, he went to like a few houses that had dogs, and then
okay.
He likes other animals. He just doesn't like them to be in the house with him, is the thing, because I thought when I had both the cats that, like, the other cat, because Gordo kept, like, trapping Bailey on the couch. Like, he would, like, follow her around the house, and I thought she...
so mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and she'd be, like, afraid to go to the litter box or go to eat. She would just sit on the couch all day, and he would, like, just, like, stalk her, basically.
That is rough when you think about it.
One of them was like peeing on the couch, and I thought because Bailey was like the one stuck on the couch all the time that it was Bailey. But after I separated them and Bailey went to go live with my parents, Gordo for like another week and a half kept peeing on the couch. So I was like, it was you that was peeing on the couch.
And he was the bully the whole time.
Yeah. So I think he's fine, like, temporarily around other animals, but I do not think he likes to live with them because he was very much, like, yeah, like, marking his territory and everything, too.
That sucks. I just sent you a picture of the page that fell on the ground that is literally standing on its edge. That's all.
What?
Oh, you'll see it.
Witchcraft.
It fell down. And it is like a nickel that fell on its side and it has not fallen over yet.
Oh my god!
I'm like,
witchcraft!
That's weird. I'll have to post it on Instagram now because I talked about it on the pod. But it is. It's just a loose leaf sheet that just fell down. Standing upright. It's not AI, guys.
Yeah.
I love watching those videos where like and sometimes it's a UFO or sometimes it's just like like the it was almost like Paranormal Activity where like the blanket started to come up on someone's bed and then she grabs her baby and she ran out of the room, but then they like analyzed it on the it's on the show called The Proof Is Out There, and they're like they're video experts, so they look like they've been doctored, and you're like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. It was very like, and then the blankets came up when I was just in bed, and then I grabbed my baby and left, and it was all caught on camera. And you're like, yeah, maybe that is a little bit unbelievable, but sometimes you're like, I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, it's a great time, Beltane, May Day, to write down your wishes and intentions, whether you burn them and then just blow them away in the wind, or sing them out into the universe.
In song.
Give me some money, please. No.
$1 million.
And they just throw in something like, great time to track fertility. I'm like, okay. Maybe you're on that journey already. There was stuff on the like almost official Druid website, which makes me laugh. But like since old times, Beltane has been considered buzzing with life and fertility, and they believed that the lady of the land takes the horned god's hand here. So instead of Queen May, or it's gonna be May, it's Lady of the Land. This is when I ran across things saying that the hawthorn tree is associated with May Day, or often called just the May tree. So when you said what did you say? The cherry tree? That's
Yeah, they do like cherry
interesting.
blossoms. Um,
Okay.
in one
They,
place, not in all of them.
yeah. So perhaps where they are found here, maybe in parts of the UK, I'm guessing, based on where druid shit seems to originate. May trees signal, their blossoms signal the start of Beltane. And so they're the hawthorn tree, but they're also called the May tree. And that's what I wrote down. Holy shit, the tree lore, I tell you. I was like, we
Yeah,
could go down another rabbit hole.
for
Um,
sure.
yeah, they would like have terms like they're going a maying, and they might come back with hawthorn boughs with blossoms on them for decorations, or they might leave a
Mm.
branch on a doorstep, and they had like different poems like this Robert Herrick one. There's not a budding boy or girl this day, but is got up and gone to bring in May. A deal of youth ere this is come back with white thorn laden home. And like they were gonna bring them beauty. The fair maid who the 1st of May goes to the fields at break of day and wishes and washes in dew from the hawthorn tree will ever after handsome be. I was like, oh,
Nice. Ooh.
fucking wash yourself in that dew, bitches. Um, but to me, the funniest part, and I swear, I was like, I gathered up my little Hearth is Witch compendium because I had know it had a Beltane section. And then as I was skimming this before we were going to record, I was like, oh yes, this something like this came up in my research, but I don't remember jotting it down again because I did. If you couldn't tell, I didn't have time to type up all my notes officially. Um, okay, so listen to this first part. The Beltane marks the return of summer with all its warmth and promise of plenty. The blossoming of the fruit trees marks the coming of the summer goddess, while the hedgerows blaze with the flowering of the hawthorn, which is said to carry the scent of female sexuality as the goddess prepares to mate with the god.
It's the original fucking goop candle.
The vagina candle. The
This is
vagina
the
moth.
smell of my vagina.
My first thought was, I swear to God, the girls on Creeps and Crimes who are from like down south, like Tennessee, like they talked about some tree that like quote unquote like smelled like sex or something like that, and I was like, what? And I had never heard of it, and then until like I was doing these notes, I was like, I have never heard of this.
People out there getting horny for trees.
So fucking horny. Oh, they talk about it. What? Yeah. This is my from my Hearth Wishes book, Anna Franklin. And they talked about the Maying. In medieval England, the 1st of May was celebrated by going out into the greenwood, a Maying, to collect greenery and hawthorn blossoms. Love chases were customary, and the fertility of the land would be ensured by sympathetic magic. In many areas, a May Queen was crowned with flowers, and her male counterpart was Jack in the Green, or the Green Man. She is covered in blossoms. He is covered in ivy, holly, birch, poplar, fir, and other greenery. Once they may have been appointed by the village as representations of the goddess and the god, and in some places they are still called the bride and groom. But then get this. The maypole is a phallic symbol with obvious connotations of fertility and revelry.
Yes, and that's why children often are doing the maple.
They gone and done ruined the maypole for us. Throughout Europe, there are
Anything
long
that's like,
traditions. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
you can make anything phallically related.
I tried to draw a tiny dick in my notes. I won't read all the recipes associated with, but just to finish that paragraph. Throughout Europe, there are long traditions of a stripped tree of birch erected in the village square or sacred site, decorated with ribbons and greenery. the dance around the maypole with some dancers circling sunwise. Some widdershins suggests a dance of death and rebirth. God, I love the word widdershins.
Never heard it before.
We just say unfun things like clockwise and counterclockwise.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they say like anti-clockwise and widdershins. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean, England? What do you mean? Anyway, that's me. I banged it out. What do you think? Oh, so fun.
It was good.
Yay. I'm excited for springy time to hopefully finally come.
Summer is my favorite time of year, and spring is my next favorite. Good. So I am so happy. And
yeah. Spring, after you've had a good rainfall or two, oh my god. Start to see the green come back.
My favorite is like a rainy day where it's still warm outside, so like you can have your windows open and you can hear the rain falling, and it's the evening. And,
I know, I want to go for a drive another day. Yeah, because when it's cloudy, sometimes people don't want to go out anywhere, and you're like, well, literally, there's like nobody here right now. Like, let's go for a walk or whatever. Yeah, it's so cool. I love it. Just those rainy days.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, happy May Day to you all. By the time this comes out, I will edit it so that it comes out hopefully right on time this time, because I've been last Friday or 2 weeks ago, it was came out like Friday night or something. By the time I get it done, you know,
it happens. We both work full time, and my schedule is really hard to work around a lot of the time, even recording.
What's wrong with you having a life? We had to record on like Thursday. That's why I didn't have it like edited. I was like, I'll do it.
Sucks.
What's that? Sorry.
I said paying bills sucks.
It's a scam. It's all a scam.
Yeah. Life is a scam.
Truly. And they were joking about that on Scam Goddess. They're like, go back in the womb. You don't have to pay utilities. Yeah, I get it. Anyway, hope you all are doing well.
Yeah.
We look forward to talking to you again in a couple weeks. Oh yeah, what are we talking about? We forgot to tell them.
We just picked. We are taking a trip to Peru for some true crime.
I love how we both had to refer back to what we picked 2 hours ago. We're like, oh yeah, but we did
different
pick it
people
this time.
then.
Yeah, we were. It's true. I was a lot more tired. Now I feel jazzed up. What the hell? This works this way.
And until then, join our Patreon. Got plenty of bonus episodes, little videos and fun things over there.
Oh, yeah.
That are only over there.
Truly.
You can check out anytime you miss us.
And we'll always be adding more. All right. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Castles and Cryptids. We love all our listeners and appreciate every subscriber, every new review, every listen, rate, and download. Our music is by Kobe Off Air, and our cover art is by Antonio Garcia. We are also a proud member of Darkcast Network, where you can find the best and spookiest of all indie podcasts. Follow us on social media, where we are at Castles and Cryptids on mostly all of the things, now including TikTok. Check out our bonus content on Patreon. Cryptid clashes, video minisodes of your host making asses of themselves, Ask Me Anything, quizzes, other special episodes, and more. Starting at just $2 a month, you can get 1 to 2 extra episodes, depending on your level. We produce, edit, and research everything ourselves, and any support you can lend helps us to keep it cryptic.
I just have to look up pronunciation for mine. Oh, now I'm hearing an ad about salad toppings. Fabulous. Thank you, YouTube.
Salad toppings? Oh my god. What are you Googling that this is your algorithm? That's funny.
Well, that's my ad. It's not what I'm watching.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh yeah, because yours has like some Germanic sort of words.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I'm really bad at pronunciation, so.
Oh man. Well, it's hard, right? Yeah, when it's not your first language, that can make the pronunciation always like worse than a native speaker is just going to be, kind of.
Yeah,
Oh
and I
well.
have like really bad, I don't know, short-term memory about like stuff like that where yeah, I'll look up pronunciation and then an hour later when we're actually trying to record, I will not remember it and I'll have to look it up again.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
mean, we're doing our best. And yeah. That, and see, to me, it's like, at least you try to look it up, right? Where sometimes I'm like, feels like people didn't just do a quick Google on how to pronounce this, like, English word name of a place. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then they could quickly found out how to pronounce it. But others are much more difficult.
Like
So,
when I was listening to one podcast and they said Bamfufa. And I was like, what? And they're like, Banff. It's Banff. And they're like, Bamfufa or something. I was like, what are they saying?
well, if there is, yeah, if the common pronunciation, there's like a silent letter or something, then yeah, it's.
Yeah.
But it is hard because there's definitely where you're like, oh, locals know it's pronounced this. And you're like, well, we're obviously not locals. So.
Yeah. I'm not even local to my own country. Because we have like so many. Yeah, there's different like dialects even within Canada, if people don't know.
The indigenous place names in Canada can be very difficult to pronounce as well.
A lot of times I can't look at the word and say it. I just have to know, like, look at it and be like, I know that word. And then I just have to say it. Like, I can't look at the word while I'm saying it or I'll mess up. I'll be like, I know, I've heard that word enough times.
Yeah, and then you look at the spelling, which is not at all phonetic, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. And it just trips me up.
Yeah. Like, there's the one in BC where we may have mispronounced on this one where it's like Quenelle, but it's spelled like Quesnel, and you're like, if you don't know, then it's just
Oh,
gonna be
probably.
like, yeah. There's
like
a lot of them.
Coquitlam or whatever. I was like, if I saw that spelled out, I'd probably be like, what the hell?
I know there's definitely some in New Brunswick that fall into that category where you're like, it's, oh yeah, there's one where it's spelled kind of like with a bunch of G's, like Magagua Davik, and they're like, how's it pronounced? Macadavik. You're like, how would you know that?
Yeah.
That sounds like the English trying to pronounce an indigenous name, and we just like gave up. We're like,
Yeah.
our mouths can't form these words. Anyway, I digress. How did we get here?
Yeah.
Kelsey's pronunciation guides.
Yeah. I have so many. Yeah. Okay.